What's going on, good people? I'm back like I never left. I'm Rob Pasker, anchor for Young Realtists Division of NAREB's YRD TV. So if you don't know, you're about to get familiar. And if you do know, you know what time it is. So if you don't know, NAREB is an acronym for the National Association of Real Estate Brokers, which is the oldest and largest African American real estate trade association in the country, comprised of over 90 chapters across 35 states. NAREB is the network of black real estate professionals across the country. The Young Realtists Division of NAREB was founded in 1996 with the mission of redefining the real estate culture for tomorrow's leaders by empowering the youth and communities through wealth building, career exposure, mentorship, professional development, and leadership training. So with YRD TV, we're excited to have the opportunity to provide unique programming that will highlight and celebrate relevant information, policies, and real-life stories surrounding black real estate in the United States. So this is a movement. You know, YRD in itself is a movement, but YRD TV, like I said, it's our time to give a platform to our members because our members are doing things in their communities that are making huge impact that we can duplicate and further the impact that we have in our own community. So if you're watching right now, let us know that you're in the building. Tap in, hit that like button, hit that share button. You know, let's get the algorithm working in our favor, and comment, you know, because this is going to be as engaging as you all make it out there. So we're live on Facebook, we're live on YouTube. All right, so let's get into it. Tonight we have a very special guest. She's a dignitary. She's put in work in the NAREB for years and years, and she's still at it, you know, serving her community. And I'm talking about Madam Jill Harrison. In 2018, she launched Lloyd Rochelle Marketing and Consultants, a marketing and public relations business named after her grandparents. In 2021, she started Jill Estate, her own real estate investing company. She is the first African-American woman in Oglethorpe, Georgia, to be elected as a councilwoman in the city's 173-year history. So she's a trailblazer. She's making moves. She's open. She's beating down doors, you know, and she's here to share some game with us. So let's go ahead and bring her in here. Madam Jill Harrison, welcome, welcome, welcome.
Hey, how y'all doing?
Very well. I know I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing well. I'm so honored to be able to hang with the young people of YRD.
Well, come on now. You know, they say we're young, but you know, the Y in YRD takes many meanings. You know, you could be young at heart, such as yourself, you know, young to the organization, young to the business. So, you know, we're here, you know.
Exactly.
And
I call myself a double millennial.
A double millennial. People, they talk down on the millennials, but the millennials got the juice. I mean, I'm just saying.
I love millennials. I'm the mother of 4 millennials, so I'm proud to be a double millennial. I'm that double nickel this year, so I'm good with that.
Wow. So you know the vibes. You know what's up. I do. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. Can you tell me a bit about your real estate background and how you got into the real estate industry?
Sure. Well, I've always been that person that loved looking at houses, was a junkie with like the late night shows where you'd be up at 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning and the Than Merrill infomercials would come on, and you know, they teach you how to make $1 million in 30 days and all that kind of stuff. But then with my former employer, the Atlanta Journal-Constitution, which is owned by Cox Enterprises, I was blessed to work in the digital media space, and my verticals were real estate and automotive. So I worked like kind of in the background for the first 6 or 7 years of my sales digital media background with the AJC. I was there for 17 years, but then the last 3 or 4 years I was in outside sales, and again my vertical was real estate. And when I took that outside sales role, everybody, it was kind of unstable. We were just coming out of the recession. Some of the agents and big brokers kind of had an attitude with the AJC because we charged quite a bit for print news, and we were moving more from a print to a digital space. So I had to become that new face of the AJC in the community. And my strategy was to entrench myself into the real estate community. And one of the first groups that I reached out to was the Empire Board of Realtists. So just nothing happens by circumstance, but just by a blessing. God connected me and Madam Sharon Henry, who was the president, who was going into the presidency at that time. And I was placed on the board of directors, and I was the PR committee chair and the board secretary. And then I got into real estate investing. So it just kind of snowballed to where I did marketing and sales for, in the real estate industry. And then I got into actually being an investor myself.
Okay, so it sounds like you made your way and you found your way into real estate, and you found a way to stick and make some money. You built some relationships in real estate. So tell me, like, what's been your experience, or what's your realtist story? What's been your experience in working with NAREB and being a realtist?
Oh my goodness. Anybody that's been in NAREB for any amount of time will tell you that NAREB can put you in front of people and introduce you to certain groups and people that no other organization can do. NAREB can make you as big as you want to be. It's really just about how you decide to navigate through the organization. As much as you put into it is as much as you're going to get back. Now, once you get in, especially if you serve on a local board or on a regional or national level, you're going to put in work. I don't think I've worked as hard ever as I have with NAREB, but it pays off so much. Just the affiliation of the organization, just the history of it, just the connections, being associated with it. It's been nothing but a blessing for me since 2016.
Wow. And I mean, I've met you through NAREB, so that's, just goes to show you meet powerful, impactful, profound, inspiring people in this organization. You're all the way down in Georgia. I'm up here in Ohio.
Where's my fan?
I'm just saying, madam. Okay, so you've built a business in marketing, and your marketing has been successful for different organizations. And I just want to know, just from your perspective, just to set the record straight so we can frame our thinking here, what does marketing mean to you?
Marketing, in short, is, marketing, to keep it short, is the process of delivering value to a certain target audience with a defined product or service. So it's the way that you create value, the way that you put yourself in front of your target audience in order to let them know that you have a product or service that would be of value to them.
Simple. Well, you made it simple. I know it's not simple, but objective.
We got to keep it simple.
That's the objective definition. So, in regards to the real estate industry, what are the top 3 things that you think every real estate broker needs in 2022?
Okay. Any real estate broker or agent. Okay, we're going to keep it simple. In this day and age, in 2022, you have to have a digital presence. It's just there's just no way around it. You're doing yourself a huge disservice, even if you have a lot of business that's word of mouth. You've been in the game for a long time. You're just really shooting yourself in the foot if you don't have a website or landing page and social media presence that engage, play off of each other. So in other words, your website or landing page should have your social media buttons that click through to your social media pages, and your social media pages should click through to your website so that you're getting that double engagement there. There's just no way around that. Just to throw out some stats, 90% of home buyers start the home buying process online. So if you're not online, you're really, really doing your business a disservice. The second thing is once you get on social media, you have to post frequently. If you're not going to post at least a couple times a week, you're really doing yourself a disservice, and it looks as if your business is inconsistent and if you're really not an active and engaged real estate professional. And while you're at it, posts are great. Posts with pictures get double the engagement as just a regular post with just text, and posts with video get 4 times or more the engagement than a regular post with text. So the more graphics, the more video, the more frequency, the more business you're going to get. And the third most important thing that I would say to keep it simple is don't just post about real estate. People want to do business with folks that they like and trust. So if all you're posting is closings, clear to close, houses for sale, that's going to be boring to people. They want to see that you're a real person. Tell your story. Let them know that you're real. Sometimes be fully made up in the suit and dressed up. Sometimes just be your regular self, just going on a walk, out in your neighborhood and dropping off postcards while you're doing that. Or be real and show yourself hopping into your car with your magnets that brand your business onto it. Be a real person. Those are the top 3 things that I would say. There's lots of other things, but those are the top 3.
Yeah. So first and foremost, you got to have that digital presence. You have to have somewhere to lead people online, somewhere where when they're in this space is your space, but they're there because of you led them there.
Yes, exactly. That's exactly right.
That's a big piece.
And the second one is you have to be consistent. You have to at least 2 to 3 times, a week. And I would suggest there's a lot of free social media calendars out there that real estate agents can use that's already templated that can help. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. You can go to the realestatetrainer.com. They have a free social media calendar that can help you plan out posts, or you can go to Agent Crate, CRATE.com, and there's another free social media template there. So, it takes the having to create the content out of the way. It does it for you. It simplifies it for you.
Absolutely. And then you also said something that's true. People do business with those that they know, like, and trust. And so being a real person outside of, because I get it.
Yes.
We're closers. That's what we do in NAREB. We close. So yeah, we out here, we got closings, just listed, just sold, under contract, but people see that, but do they connect with it? That's the question.
Like whenever you run into, how many times have you had a deal just totally fall apart, but you had the resources to pull the deal back together, and maybe you didn't close on April 15th, but maybe you were able to pull everything together and close on May the 1st. That's a story that will engage people because they'll show your tenacity and the fact that you care about your clients enough to not just say, oh, well, the lender fell through, or the inspection, fell through, or the appraisal didn't, go as planned. It shows that you stick with your client and you love your client and you appreciate their business and that you have a real story, and people will connect with that more so than they probably will just, the end shiny bow at the end where everything's pretty and packaged up. That's not real. That's just not how real estate or life is.
That's right. So that you just said something key. Tell stories. Since the beginning of time, mankind has shared information, have shared knowledge, and they've shared that information through stories, through the griots. And so if it's about connecting, like you said, tell stories.
Yes, that oral history. And the beauty of social media is that it's a way to network and tell stories and to have friends that you really don't even know. But you never know who's watching you and who's paying attention to you and who's connecting to you, that they may not be ready in 2022. They may not be ready in July of 2022, but in January 2023, when they get that income tax and they've watched you for the last year, 2 years, they'll hit that button to call you or to reach out to you or fill out that form on your landing page to say, okay, I'm ready.
I heard that. And that's real. That's it. Sometimes it's not about the immediate. Sometimes it's not about the instant
Correct.
gratification. If you're successful in real estate, you know that. Of course, we love
Yes,
the instant gratification. We love the easy
of
deals,
course.
but especially for us as realtists, it takes developing our own market in order to
Yes.
get them in position to get ready for it. So that's key.
Absolutely. And social media is kind of like going to the gym. If you go to the gym for 1 or 2 days consecutively and then say, you know what, I'm not doing this anymore because I haven't lost 15 pounds and I didn't lose that pooch on my stomach or the little fat behind my arms. Come on now, that's not realistic. It takes a good 3 to 6 months to really develop a social media presence and to really gain those organic followers. And it takes time. It takes time. It takes time. So be patient. It's going to work. Stick with it. Stay frequent. Stay consistent. It's just like when you first got into the business, you didn't have your first deal until you got your first deal. You had to just keep plugging away until it happened.
Absolutely, absolutely. So we have a question from the audience. We have Deidre A. Mitchell. She says, Agent Crate was the second one. What was the first website that you mentioned?
Hey, Deidre. She's here in Georgia with me.
Okay.
In Albany, I believe. It's therealestatetrainer.com.
TheRealEstateTrainer.com and
And agentcrate.com.
AgentCrate.com.
Mm-hmm.
Tools, resources, like you said, why
Yes.
recreate the wheel when you can just
You
innovate?
don't
You
have
can
to.
implement
You
it
don't have to.
and innovate. Make it your
Yes.
own.
And make it your own. There you go. There you
That's
go.
it. All right, so let's shift gears because something that's very remarkable about you, as I read in your bio, you're the first Black woman to be elected to City Council in the 173-year history of the city of Oglethorpe. You know,
How about
that's
that?
big. You know, so how does someone like you, that's never seen anybody like that in that seat, at least, what made you want to run?
Let's see. Let me give you the condensed version.
Okay.
So I met the love of my life in 2019, closed on a house Christmas Eve of 2019 not in the metro Atlanta area, but in middle Georgia, in Oglethorpe, Georgia, Christmas Eve. Moved into the house February of 2020 in the midst of the pandemic. Married him in the midst of the pandemic on a pier in San Juan, Puerto Rico in April of 2020. Came back. We were living our life, doing a great thing, and he had proclaimed and stated and met everybody and made a Facebook page and everything saying that he was going to be the first Black mayor. That was his goal. I was behind him. I was all about it, going to help him do that. We were very engaged, went to all the meetings, got to know everybody, which I did that anyway when I lived in DeKalb County in Decatur in that metro Atlanta, because it's very important to know who your local officials are. So, August of 2021, 3 seats were abandoned by 5 of the city council people. There are a total of 5 seats at large. 3 were abandoned by 3 council members. And so my husband pushed me and urged me to qualify for one of those seats. I was prepared to help him be the best, run the best campaign, have the best marketing stuff, and to be that first Black mayor of Oglethorpe. But he convinced me to qualify. I did it. Tragically, he passed away in September of 2021, and I was going to drop out of the race, but everybody from Atlanta to my family across the nation, and particularly here, they told me to stay in the race, do not drop out. We need you, we need your energy. So I stayed in thinking, well, probably won't win anyway. This is a small town. I'm not from here. I'm considered an outsider, so I'm not a quitter. I don't want Ken to look down on me and say that I'm a quitter. And guess what? I won. So that's kind of my story. Fast forward, I went into office in January of 2022. And now here we are in, oh my goodness, I can't believe it's May, 5 months in. And we've already come together as a council and done some really, really amazing things and created some firsts since I got into office.
That's beautiful. So I know you're holding it down and creating the impact, and making sure that room is made for the underserved in
That's what I'm
your
trying to
in your
do.
community.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
So we have some very bright people in our organization. I know that some of them have aspirations to go into politics and perhaps, public service and serve the community through public service. So, what type of advice would you give to realtists who are looking to serve through public service?
Oh my goodness. If you are a realtist, you're already a public servant. It just goes without saying, what better type of servant could you be than someone that is the catalyst and the medium for helping someone to own their piece of land, which God isn't creating any more land. That's the ultimate public service right there. But um, people need to realize that it took me a minute, and I still really don't want to embrace that I'm a politician. I call myself a public servant, but politics touches every aspect of our lives, from the schools that we send our children, the taxes that we pay on gas and food and all the merchandise we buy, the taxes that we pay on our homes, the people that represent us as being a sheriff or on our school board or on our local or state or county or national level. Politics influences everything that we do. So, who better than to run for public office as like a tax appraiser, or to be on a zoning committee or on a county commission, than someone that's so close to their constituents as a real estate agent? If you have the opportunity, it's not easy. No politician makes the amount of money that they deserve. You just don't, especially in small municipalities like the one that I represent. But it's so worth it, because if you're doing what you're supposed to do, you're already involved anyway. So I would urge anyone to do it if they feel that burning passion or commitment to be a public servant. There's no better way than to run for a political office.
That sounds like a daunting task.
It is. It really is.
But
We just finished here in Georgia, April 24th through the 30th. There's a statewide, it's the 23rd year of the Georgia Cities celebration, where cities large like Atlanta down to small cities like the city of Oglethorpe can celebrate the different services and programs and departments, like their fire department and library and police department, and their wonderful residents. It gives them an opportunity to serve them, to celebrate them, and to create activities and events that will unify the community. And we just came off of our really a 10-day. We had a fair from the 20th through the 24th, and then we backed it right into our 7-day Georgia Cities Week. We called it We Love Oglethorpe Week, where we had an event every day, Rob. And I think I got about 500 more gray hair and probably about 20 more wrinkles on my face. But it was such a blessing to be a part of our first ever Georgia Cities Week celebration, and I feel like it was a huge success. So I'm very excited about the forward momentum that we created through
absolutely,
celebrating
that's
that.
impact and that's legacy.
Yes.
You've done something that
Yes.
you all can stand on moving forward. Make it a tradition.
Just like how NAREB has. I mean, NAREB has blazed trails. Oh my goodness, for what's going to be 75 years. Can you believe that? 75 years
Yeah.
of creating wealth, building opportunities for people of color. And, I've had people that don't look like me ask me, why are you always promoting Black home ownership or Black businesses? And I had to break it down that everyone should be, a homeowner. All lives matter. We know that, but there's a huge disparity between the percentage of Black people that own homes and white people that own homes. And so we have to put emphasis. God forbid if I were in a horrible car accident and I had a tree branch going through my left lung. If I go to the trauma center, I don't want them to put me on that table and look at my toenail. I want them to deal with that lung that has a tree branch through it. So when we talk about Black Lives Matter or Black home ownership matters or Black business matters, we say that because that's where the emphasis needs to be. It's not being exclusive, it's encouraging inclusivity. So that's why we say that, and that's why our focus is on building Black home ownership, because when everybody owns a home and they're in a sustainable environment where they can, you know, take advantage of all the wealth building opportunities that come from owning a home, everybody wins. God created enough for everybody, black, white, green, purple, yellow, to thrive and to be wealthy.
100%. I mean, you just hit the nail on the head. We first and foremost, we have to take care of home. We got to take care of home, and when the I'm not going to say the weakest, but if when the most marginalized of us are left without that attention, it just gets worse. And we're only
It
as
does.
good in America. We're only as strong as our weakest link. And
Yes.
so, yeah,
So to all of my white brothers and sisters who are watching this, help. You have just as much responsibility to help those who don't have the same opportunities as you, so that everybody in your community can come up.
that's it. We need allies. We need allies, and NAREB is it's a diverse organization, so we need
Yes, it
allies. Get
is.
our allies up. Absolutely. Well, that's an awesome message.
Thank
And you
you.
dropped some jewels. Let me ask you this: what does YRD mean to you?
YRD Young Realtist Division, like you said, it's not just for the young in terms of chronological age. YRD is an organization for realtors that are just coming into the organization. NAREB can be so daunting and so intimidating and so overwhelming when you first join, because there's the organization as a whole, and the different complexities of the national level, the regional level, the state level, the local level. And then on top of all of that, you have all of the different affiliates. So, as Madam Andrea Cooksey says, NAREB is the highway, and there's different exits that you can get off of that meet your needs. So, YRD kind of helps you navigate through that to find out what exit is the right one for you at that particular time in your career. YRD is very, very important. And I thank you for all that you do, Madam Tamisha Wells, you, President Pasker, Bilal, President Sharif, who's the president at the Empire Board, and all of the different people that are leaders and members of YRD. You all are so critical to our organization.
Absolutely. We're here. We're here to help take it to another level, develop new
You do a
leadership,
great job.
develop new initiatives, bring fresh
Yes,
energy, keep it funky, keep
yes.
it fresh. Absolutely.
We look to the young people because you all are strong, and we bring the wisdom, you all bring the strength.
I heard that, and we bring it together.
Yes.
Absolutely. So I know you're a very busy woman. Do you have anything else for the people before we take off?
If you didn't get anything else out of what I said, please make sure that you have a digital presence, that you work on improving your digital presence, that you post frequently, that you not just post about real estate, that you make sure that your brand is on point. Make sure that you have a really clean, crisp logo. Make sure that oh my goodness, let me say this clearly. Look at my face. Make sure, if you are a real estate professional, that you have some very good professional headshots. You never ever know if someone may want you to be a guest speaker, or may want to highlight you and want your photo for something, and you're sending them some selfie that you did on your phone. No, no, no. Get some really, really good headshots. Make sure that you have car magnets. Make sure you have a digital business card as well as a traditional business card. Make sure you have a closing key. I know you can't, when you're starting out, if you're new to the business, you may not have the revenue, you may not have the money to start with that, but business cards don't cost that much. And social media, you can start for free. But for y'all that have been in the game for a while and you have money, there's no excuse. Do better this year. Do better this year. If COVID didn't show us anything, it's that we have to learn how to move in a hybrid space, in a digital space And yes, Deidre, with a white back, a white or a neutral background. Very, very good for your photos. We have to learn how to move in a digital space in addition to moving in a live space.
That's it. It's a new age. Get with it or
It
get
is.
left, and you don't want to
And
get
it'll
left.
never go back to how it was prior to 2019. It never will.
Got to adjust. Evolution is
Gotta
imminent.
pivot.
Yeah, that's it. Seriously, evolution is imminent. You can't stop it. You either get with
Yes.
it or
Yes.
not. But you know, you want to get with it if you want to
There
continue to
you
grow
go.
and thrive in today's
Yes.
times.
Agreed.
Absolutely. So, Madam Harrison, we appreciate you coming and dropping some jewels. Hopefully, the people out here, I know I picked up some good things. I'm going to go to realestatetrainer.com. I'm going to go to Agent Crate and, see what I can pick out to implement my own business, because I'm all about, hey, if it works, let it work. I can always make it
Yeah.
better, but let me get the template and I'll go from there.
Yes.
So
Yes. And my sister in the game, Marky Lemons, she has a wonderful template also. I don't know her site, but Marky, Marki Lemons, she has a wonderful social media template as well. I always want to support
yeah,
my sisters who are out there also.
Marky's phenomenal. I know she's spoken at
Yes.
NAREB conventions a couple times, so she's
Love her.
awesome.
Love, love, love.
Absolutely, full of energy. Well,
Yes.
shoot. With that being said, I'm gonna let you go ahead and get back to your night, because I know even though it's 9:30 where you are, I know your phone probably still ringing. So,
Phone is blowing up, and I have lots of work to do. I got no work done last week during Georgia Cities Week. Trust me.
so go ahead and get to it. But we appreciate you, coming and spending some time with you, and I'm hoping to see you soon.
I'm doing my best to make it to Tampa. That's the place of my birth. My mother's from Florida, and I have so much family in Tampa. So
Wow.
I'm hoping to make it to Tampa in August.
Okay. Well, I'll be there. So
Okay, I know you
for all you out
will.
there, be there or be square. The 75th is going to be magnificent. So
Yes, yes, yes. And hello to all my NAREB family. Love y'all. Can't wait to see you in person. Virtual is awesome, but I can't wait to see you and give you all hugs and see you up close and personal.
absolutely. Well, thank you, madam, and you have a great evening.
You too, President Pasker. Thank you so much. I'm honored and humbled to be part of YRD TV.
Oh, well, we're going to bring you back. So get used
Thank
to it.
you. Yeah. Good night. God bless.
God bless. God bless. Yes, indeed. That's Madam Jill Harrison. I hope you took some notes, because she gave some applicable items that you could take tonight and implement within your business. So, and if you missed it, go watch the replay. It's as simple as that. But like we said, you want to be there for the National Association of Real Estate Brokers 75th annual convention, I should say. It's a convention, not a conference. It's a big deal. Tampa Bay is going down. It's going to be nice and hot. So I hope you're, hitting your push-ups, getting ready, doing a little running, because it's going to be hot down in Tampa, and if you look good, you feel good. And not only if you look good do you feel good, if you feel good, that's going to put you in a better position to learn, to grow, to network, to fellowship. And that's what it's all about at our national convention. So I look forward to seeing you all there. And then also every fourth Tuesday, we have our general body meeting for YRD. So tap in, hit the link in the bio. Make sure you like, subscribe, hit the little bell notification so you get the notifications when we go live. But we got some big things popping, some big things shaking. So stay tuned to that. And until next week, y'all go out there and make some money. Have a good one. Thank you.